Hey everybody, we had a great event today on the National Mall. We had thousands of people. We didn't have the means or mechanism to count. I heard somebody say 5,000. I heard somebody else say 4,000. I'm not sure, but it was a lot. It was big. It was mostly veterans. It was a lot of veterans. We had about a dozen incredible speakers. Harry Dunn, who's a January 6th police officer, Capitol Police officer, co-host of the Cleanup on Aisle 45 podcast. We had Jolly Good Ginger, who many of you know, who has like 6 million followers across platforms, a great political commentator. So many people. Carlos from American Opposition. I can't remember his last name off the top of my head, but man, that guy, I mean, firebrand, like, wow, he crushed. I mean, it was awesome. It was just a great event. Thank you all so much for coming. It really means the world to me. I know it means the world to everybody that was there, to see other people there with you, standing with you, to know that you're not alone, to be able to visibly see that you're not alone. Veterans supporting each other, and those of us who aren't veterans supporting people who are. It was just good vibes all the way around, and I'm just thrilled at how it turned out. I really need your help. If you could get this video spread far and wide, I really need some help. So we have 2 days left. Today was the first day. Tomorrow is Fox News. The media has been ignoring these protests. For the most part, they ignored today too. They're ignoring these protests, and we need to go knock on their door and make sure they can't ignore us anymore. Fox News is in this building, 400 North Capitol Street at noon. 400 North Capitol Street at noon. I'm going to put the flyer at the end of the video. I'm going to throw it into the video too. You can also find all the information at donaldlovesvladimir.com. That is a landing page for all of this information. You can support my efforts to get that website onto rolling billboard trucks. I'm going to start working on some fixed billboards. I'm going to try and get as creative as I can to get under these people's skin and to share this information about Donald Trump's connections to Russia. You can donate on the website. Most importantly, you can learn this information on the website. That was always what this was about. I just had the idea to start doing the billboard trucks, and you guys went above and beyond donating to it. And I've been able to get 3 rolling billboard trucks 8 hours a day going around DC, around the White House, around the Capitol, around the National Mall. It's pretty awesome. And the graphics are offensive. It is Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin kissing and laying in bed together, and Donald Trump with Russian symbolism, and Donald Trump owned by the Russians since 1987. I mean, it is like in your face. It's awesome. So thank you to everyone that donated. If as long as you keep donating, I'm going to keep putting it towards that. I'm putting every dime that you're sending me towards rolling billboards, banners, stickers, flyers. I bought safety vests today for volunteers. Of sound, a bigger, stronger sound system. We're going to have that plugged in tomorrow to a solar generator. I'm doing everything that I can, folks. And to that end, I want to say I had someone send me a message and let me know that it was somehow unethical of me or something to announce that I planned a last-minute comedy show. And let me be really clear. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm doing okay. I'm not struggling. I don't need to do a comedy show. I didn't do it because I need the money or because it's even going to make me much money. It's not. It might pay for my hotel. I did it because I know that you guys, you love me, and I just don't say that in a boastful way. I say it in a humble way because it humbles me that, like, it makes me feel like I'm going to cry. The amount of you that hugged me and shook my hand today and said kind things to me. And I know that you know me first as a comedian. That's how most of you found me. You like my comedy. And there is no daylight between my comedy and my activism. They are the same. My comedy is activism. All of my comedy is political, going after these pieces of shit. That's the whole idea. That's how I evolved into whatever's happening now. So I didn't plan the show for me. I planned it because I thought, well, these people are going to be in DC, many of them, because I invited them here, they would probably think it was really cool to catch a show. And after all this protesting and standing and walking and marching and, being out in the cold, what a cool way to wrap up the weekend, to watch a comedy show and see me make fun of MAGA for an hour or whatever. So anyway, it's just a little comedy show. It seats 80, but this person reached out and let me know that that reminded them of Republicans, that they used the word grifting and said something about, it reminded them of Donald Trump selling Teslas at the White House. And to that person, I want to send you a message back publicly. I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, and I mean this sincerely, and I really want you to hear me, okay? I mean this in the most kind way possible. Go fuck yourself. If all you can do is sit on the sidelines and criticize people that are busting their asses, who have the very best of intentions and are doing their best, fuck you, stay home. I bet I speak for every single person around you and probably that's ever met you. Whatever that was that made you send that message is the shittiest part about you, and nobody likes it. Nobody likes getting offensive messages from self-righteous pieces of shit that don't know them. Nobody ever will. So if you're doing that to your brother or your cousin or your neighbor or your coworker, they hate it too. They just care about your feelings. I don't. Don't fucking talk to me that way unless you're doing more than I am, and you're not. I promise. Moving on. I need you guys to help me get the word out about Saturday, tomorrow, at Fox News, 12 p.m. noon, 400 North Capitol Street. All the media are right there on that block. If we're a big enough crowd, they are all going to see us. I have a 10-foot sign made that says, "Ignore us now, cowards." And I need all of you to get on either side of me and behind me. And when I give you the cue, we're all going to make more noise than we've ever made in our lives. I'm going to have this sound system. You bring your megaphones, your drums, your horns, your whistles, whatever you got. Prepare to make a lot of noise. Not for a long time, for 5 minutes. We're just going to make a lot of noise for 5 minutes directed at these people. Maybe bring earbuds or earphones to muffle it out for yourself. And I want them to look out the blinds of their ivory tower and see this sign, "Ignore us now, cowards." And your signs that say, "Do your job," or Fox News is a Russian media platform. Whatever you want it to say, please make signs that are media focused, calling them out for ignoring these protests, calling them out for bending the knee and licking the boots. Okay? That's tomorrow, 12 noon. Fox News headquarters, 400 North Capitol Street. Will be right there, and we'll be in the park across the street. We have that permitted. We have safety marshals, first aid. It's very official. It's very safe. It's sponsored by all the groups that were there today. You need to come. We need you there. Please share that with people that live in or near DC. Please help me get this video into Facebook groups, other platforms. Please put it on every platform that you can. Share it in DC specific groups, even if it's DC yard sales or DC car detailing or whatever. Please do that for me. If each of you will take 10 minutes and drop this video into 10 different places and spread this thing tonight, and let's get some really big numbers there in the morning. On Sunday, we're going to be at the Heritage Foundation. That is 214 Massachusetts Avenue. The Heritage Foundation are the people behind Project 2025. Donald Trump said he knew nothing about it. He has since hired 9 of the people who are the architects of it. His shitty ass press secretary was in the training videos for Project 2025. You can't make this shit up. Project 2025 is a blueprint. It is the literal blueprint for the takedown of democracy. And they're not even hiding it. They say it in plain sight. This is literally dismantling a liberal democracy and turning it into this autocratic nonsense like Hungary, which is a failing country that nobody would want to live in. It's not nice. It's not going well. The economy isn't good. It's not a good quality of life. But that's what these people want. These youth group douchebag incel, closeted nerds who shame fuck each other in the shadows while they take rights away from people who are brave enough to be themselves. These people who act tough and talk tough but couldn't punch their way out of a wet paper bag with scissors in their hands. People like Kevin Roberts, the head of Heritage Foundation, who said in his writings, "Our revolution will remain bloodless if the left allows it." So my message to them on Sunday, I have a 10-foot wide banner again, and it says "Remain bloodless" with 2 question marks, and at the bottom, DonaldLovesVladimir.com. I need you to come with me to the Heritage Foundation on Sunday to hold these people to account. I'm gonna open the floor to anybody that wants to speak on religion and the effect that it's had on your life. And when I say religion, I mean theocracy. This forcing of this bullshit white supremacist based theocracy where they use a book they haven't read and don't follow to take rights away from people who didn't do anything to them. Come join me, speak on it. Listen to me speak. We're going to video that. We'll blast it out everywhere. Bring your signs, and we're gonna have a message directly to the Heritage Foundation. We're going to tag them in everything we put online, and it's going to be awesome. And then that night, I'm going to do a comedy show that night at 7 o'clock. The place is called Whitlow's, I think. Whitlow's, DC. They're a progressive bar. They do drag shows. They're nice people. They're a friend of a friend. It was a last minute idea. Again, I did it because I thought it would make you guys happy and that you would like it and that it would be a fun way to end the weekend. Believe it or not, it's not going to make me $1 million. So anyway, I just thought it was fun and cool thing to do. And if you're offended by it, it's probably because you're a fucking nerd. Don't ever message me again or I will kick you right in your dick. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for your support. I'm putting all the flyers at the end of the video. Please share this. I love you. Thank you. I am humbled today. It was literally all I could do the whole time I was up there to not start crying because it felt so profound to me to see this idea manifested into thousands of people standing together with one message. And it was really beautiful. So thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon.